Hey everyone, it's me Gavin Vengeance and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very quick guide video for anybody who may be having trouble with the Resurgent Cryo Regispine. This is something that can be very easily soloed with an account that's essentially free to play. My build's not really too crazy or anything, and my party setup is something that you can be easily achieved. No 5-star characters, no extremely high level equipment. Pretty much bare bones. I think my highest artifact level is something like level 16 or something, but it's not really too high. But without further ado, let's get into the guide. So my first recommendation for this fight obviously is going to be make sure you have a pyro character in your party. If you don't have a pyro character, you are going to be in this fight for a very long time. Also, any other character slots that you have available, I would recommend putting in either an Electro character, so that way you can take advantage of the overloaded combo, or an Animo character, which is really good to have that swirl effect to go along with your Pyro. Also, it'll help you group together some mobs, so that way you can get access to more Scarlet, which will help you eliminate shields and take down enemies, and also do extra damage. So highly recommended, especially if you're going to be using the sword Festering Desire, which is what you're trying to build up with this quest. Highly recommend using that, especially if you have Bennett, because he is incredibly good with the sword, as you'll see in this video. Another gigantic thing that you need to pay attention to in this fight, as you'll see right now, are the Seeds of Winter. These are shards that need to be broken, and it'll generate a shield, which will create a safe zone for you during the Cryo Regispine's ultimate attack. If you do not get inside this shield, your characters will die very quickly, so highly recommended to focus these downs. As soon as you get that message right up on your screen, locate that crystal, break it, stand inside, and just wait around until the attacks end. It'll do the ultimate attack a total of 3 times back to back. However, there will be an opportunity to damage the Regispine in between each ultimate. The only thing you need to be aware of is that it will cycle between 2 different attack patterns. First of which being 3 conal AoEs directly in front of it. It just slams its face into the ground and then it produces a bunch of icicles in front of it. Dodge around them, strike accordingly. Second attack pattern will be 2 circular AoEs directly around the plant itself, so you kind of want to keep your distance away from those. And then the third attack that it'll end up doing will just be that 1 conal AoE directly in front of it, so that's your opportunity to attack it. Be very careful, and again, keep an eye out for those shards around so that way you make sure you're staying in that safe bubble. If you aren't able to destroy the Corolla on top of the Regispine's head by that point, don't worry, it'll transition into the next phase after the third ultimate goes off. So when you get into the third phase, there's just going to end up being a blizzard, so be very aware of where the torches are around the arena. You kind of want to stay in a decent proximity to them so that way you make sure you don't end up filling up your sheer cold gauge and taking any unnecessary damage. And that's pretty much the fight. There's not really a whole lot else to say here outside of making sure that you're swapping between your characters frequently, utilizing the elemental combos and getting those extra reactions so that way you could destroy the weak points very quickly. That'll cause the boss to go into a stun state, and this is really where you want to deal the majority of your damage. So I would highly recommend saving your character's elemental burst for this phase. So if you get the knockdown on the Regispine, make sure you proc all your elemental bursts, deal a ton of damage, and you should be able to take it down fairly quickly. So now what you guys are seeing on screen here is just a little rundown of my setup. Again, nothing that's unachievable with a free-to-play count. There's not really a whole lot going on here. Like, I don't really have very high stats or anything on my Bennett. The only thing that I do have is the max out Festering Desire, and you guys should be able to achieve this very quickly. So if you don't want to do it in co-op, it's just a quick little rundown of how you can do the solo. I appreciate you guys very much for checking out my video. I wish you all the best of luck. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.